Hello, welcome back to another episode of Tony Climbs. Today's session was kind of a more interesting one for myself because I started working on a pink climb, and we'll see that kind of towards the middle of the video. There's actually quite a few climbs here that I was not able to successfully complete, but they are great candidates for projects. They feel good, and I feel pretty confident on them. Not necessarily confident enough to, get them, but it makes me want to try some of the harder climbs, which is nice. It's always a fun thing to have. First up here, got the yellow, red, green, purple, circuit to just get me warmed up and everything rocking and rolling. This green one I actually really like because it kind of pushes you to trust your feet a little bit more and kind of trust your hands that you can kind of push off with your feet and everything. That's nice. I gave this purple one kind of a medium rating. Like, I would say this is pretty average for a purple. Nothing too crazy, but also not like crazy easy or anything. I like this last move here, kind of trusting your hand and foot to push you and propel you upwards. This purple one also, kind of similar vein. Very simple, but a lot of trusting handwork. This hold actually that I have my right hand and now left hand on, not a great hold, but not terrible either. It's very okay. And here I just kind of like smeared against the wall and got that there. This orange climb, however, felt very easy. For an orange, I should say. Not super easy, but I think for me the big key was to kind of put my butt against this volume here and just kind of sit in the wall and match that top hold there. This orange, however, here, I definitely struggled. I definitely struggled with it. But I tried to get my hand up there and I wasn't quite able to do it. I tried to go up with my left hand. The left hand's definitely not the play. Definitely the right hand, but I want to go back and try that one. That's one of the 4 climbs that I want to go back and try. However, this black one here is actually pretty happy with myself so much. But this part here is just kind of a pain in the butt. I really don't know what I can do better. But I mean, I do know what I can do better now. But like at this time, I'm like thinking, I don't know what I can do right now. I felt like I was just gonna fall off the wall immediately. But I get my left foot up there, and I kind of just commit and tip over onto this volume here. I was able to make it over there, work my hand up, and what I need to do, hindsight 50/50 or 20/20, I'm sorry. You have to kind of like tension off with your left leg and get your left hand up and over and around to get yourself over there. Yeah, that's another one of the climbs where I feel like I might be able to do it, and I want to go and try it more, at least. Up next, we have this purple one here. This one definitely felt hard, and I gave it a harder grade than normal simply for the fact of this top out here, because there's no holds, and yes, it is on the nicest part of the top out boulder and everything, but it's still stressful to me doing this top out here. So I was able to get up and over totally fine, get that foot up there and crawl my way up at the very least, but still a little scary. And then this orange climb, I thought this orange climb was actually very easy for an orange, because at least maybe my height, because I was able to just kind of stand up, get the foot in there, stand, press back, and then it kind of just felt very smooth, nice, good flow right there. Now here is the pink climb that I was alluding to at the beginning of the video here. This climb is so interesting because it makes me feel like I can do it, but at the same time, I definitely struggle with it. You can see I kind of got my heel. The heel hook is not the easiest thing in the world. It's a little difficult, but I am trying to get my hands over here, so I get like that. Then now I'm like trying to compress the two, like the volume and that hold together so that I can slowly swing my body around. There, I wasn't able to control it very well, but I believe this clip is a pretty decent showing of what I'm trying to do here. I get that right hand way out there, left hand pressing in, and I'm trying to slowly bring my body around and do a little foot swap there. It's a lot for my brain to kind of like process all at the same time. I need to get better with, you know, a more rapid use of my legs and everything, like engage the right leg now or the left leg, get what I'm saying. But yeah, this is it's a climb that feels very doable. I saw a couple people do it and it really like it inspired me, I guess is the word I'm trying to say, not filled me with confidence. It inspired me to kind of like try this more. Not because I think that, I'm stronger than them or that I, just because they can do it, I can do it. But it was really cool to see them succeed and do it. And it kind of was like, oh, I want to try this now. This looks fun. This looks like a cool climb. Some of them made it a lot easier than others, but hey, that's all about climbing. Got this purple one in between here. And then we're going to kind of finish off with this blue one here. This blue one, I was actually very surprised with myself. There, I missed that handhold. And you got to remember, this is coming towards the end of a session. I've already done quite a few crimps, and this is just a pure crimp climb. So I am very much, my fingers at least are very much like, all right, we're kind of reaching our limit at this point. I was able to hit this here, which was good. And I was able to get the foot up, and I just couldn't commit to that left hand going up, unfortunately. But, something to work on, something to go forward and try again. I tried that one last time, wasn't able to get it. And I was like, I can't finish off on that. I got to finish off on at least some success. I turned around, I saw this green one. Okay, let's do this green one. No big deal. Nice, easy one to finish off the day. Able to get the feet up, stand up, and match onto that. Tail of the tape here. A lot of attempts on that blue and a lot of attempts on the pink climb. Didn't get it. Didn't get the black climb either. Only one attempt on it though. One attempt on that hard orange. Those 4 climbs, definite. I want to go back and try them again. Now, just because I want to doesn't mean I am going to. I'm going to try, but sometimes the new climbs just hit different. So, hope you guys enjoy the video. Like and subscribe. And as always, keep on climbing.